Yo, what is up Zombie Nation, it's your boy Dame and welcome back to a brand new episode of your source for COD Zombies news, zombie information and everything that you need to know about zombies. If you enjoyed this video and or make it to the end, be that legend you are, go down there and leave a like rating on the video, it would be hella appreciated. And if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you're notified of exactly of when we upload. Also be sure to leave a comment down below in the comment box. Let me know how your day has been and I will get back to every single one of you. But anyway homies, we got some awesome stories in today's video, so without further ado, let's get straight into that video. So the first story today is coming from somebody over on YouTube and Twitter by the name of carbonfibah. Now carbonfibah is an ex-employee at Treyarch and Activision, and he's recently released something on his YouTube which is awesome and pretty new. He's put a video up of the full unreleased version of the Pack-a-Punch Jingle for Call of Duty Zombies. Now the actual jingle is not new, but we've never had the full version. There are many data miners out there that go into the files and pull out all the perk jingles. That's why we have perk jingles videos, but every single video up until now has only had half of the Pack-a-Punch jingle itself, and nobody really knows why, but he's just released the full version. Now within this version, or the full version of the Pack-a-Punch jingle, there's some very important information that is right at the beginning of the actual jingle that we've never heard before, and it talks about old Jeb Brown and the blacksmith. Now we've heard about the blacksmith before in the storyline within Zombies itself, but it also goes on to say, I quote, "A critter took a bite from her and now she is in the sky," talking about his mother who died. That obviously means it's a zombie critter for a zombie. It also talks about the angels come down to old Jeb and told him what to do. Now by angels, that has to be the keepers. Now this is not confirmed that they're talking about the actual keepers. Of course this jingle is very old, and for all we know this could have even been made since the original Pack-a-Punch jingle. But the question is, why are they releasing it now? I would assume that carbonfibah is on some sort of embargo where he cannot just release this type of information. Whether he still works for the company or not, there would be a legal binding sort of contract to never release any of this unless he's told to do so. As we all know, within the next 10 months, 9 months, there's going to be a brand new Treyarch the Zombies game. So can this be the first type of hint towards the next Treyarch game? Of course we all think it's going to be Black Ops 4, it could be something else entirely, but we do know there's going to be some original crew from the original Black Ops coming back, and it may also seem like we could be seeing old Jeb Brown the blacksmith in the next Zombies. Now to release this 6 years ago, it would have sparked a lot of questions of exactly who the angels are, and we never would have been able to figure out who they are, so it would have been somewhat of a big spoiler to the storyline enthusiasts out there. But now they've released it, we can put 2 and 2 together. The angels are the keepers. But who is old Jeb Brown the blacksmith? Guys, if you want to listen to the full Pack-a-Punch jingle and do your own deciphering of this or your own theories, I'll put a link in the description to the original video. Be sure to go and check it out. For something that's been with us for so long, it's really cool to finally have the full Pack-a-Punch jingle. All that we need now is Electric Cherry. And the next story today comes from Sledgehammer's Twitter itself. On January the 7th, they posted up a teaser image for the up and coming trailer which we just received yesterday, which we will talk about a little bit in this video. Well, within this image it was a wall with a bunch of pictures on it. There's about 10 pictures all in all, and the most of the information comes from the center ones, which are images of Heligoland. We've had Glitching Queen decipher this and many other people before. These are actual pictures of real landmarks or the real landscape in Heligoland itself. So we do know that it's going to be our place, at least we're 99% sure. It's not been 100% confirmed yet, but there's something really important in this picture that I cannot work out myself, but I thought it'd be worth going into it a little bit and maybe you guys can figure it out yourself. Now if we take ourselves to the left of the image, there's 2 more pictures that are quite shadowed, they're not within the light. If you look very carefully at the bottom image, you can actually see a silhouette of a person. And within closer inspection, these are very hard to work out, but you can tell that this is Dr. Straub. As you know, Dr. Straub is the main evil scientist who's creating zombies and trying to kill Klaus for trying to ruin his work. Now if you take a look at the photo above it, again, it's in the shadows, but there seems to be a silhouette of something we cannot work out. I have put this through many different programs, color corrections, brightness and contrast to try and figure out what the image is. I don't know if you can do a better job than me. If you can, that would be absolutely awesome. But to me, it could be a sign of maybe a new character that will be coming to the Darkest Shores, which is DLC1 of course. Now I can make this picture out in two ways. You either have a smaller picture or a smaller image of a person which his head just goes over the top of the mountain, or if you look to the center of the image and to the top of the image, you can also see a head and maybe the bottom part is the shoulder itself. Very hard to work out. Is 100% that Dr. Straub is in the bottom one, so maybe it could just be a trick of the eyes of some sort, but one of my homies over on Twitter pointed it out. He's been trying to work it out himself as well, but if you guys can figure it out, be sure to leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter at DameAndThatGame of exactly who or what is in that top picture. If there is anything at all, it could just be a complete illusion. It could even be the new boss zombie that is coming to Zombies itself. If it was meant to be a hint for us, they've done a very good job at covering it up. You can make Dr. Straub out pretty clearly, but the top one, it's nearly impossible. Homies, let me know what you think. Going too far into this? Tricks on the eyes? Or is there something there that we need to figure out that will possibly give us a huge hint to something else or somebody else that could be joining us in the Darkest Shores? And the last story today, the DLC1 official #2 trailer has been released. Yes, I didn't make a sole video on this. There are many YouTubers out there that have done it. Plus YouTube was broken AF yesterday, so half of you wouldn't have even have seen it. But the original 4 crew will be returning. It is now confirmed. We also have Klaus back again. There's a small clip of Klaus chained to what looks like to be a door, and if that door opens, it's gonna split Klaus in half. Though in the actual trailer, it does actually break open Klaus's ribcage a little bit, so really he should already be dead. That's a pretty significant injury right there. And if you didn't think saving Klaus was enough, nope, he's got himself into even more trouble from Dr. Straub. Dr. Straub has definitely got it out for Klaus. We also have the most important thing that's coming to DLC1. Yes, fog. There is lots of fog. We're not sure how the fog is going to work in this game. We don't know if it's going to be continuous fog. We don't know if it's going to be like advanced warfare zombies, exo zombies, where certain areas of the map would get gassed out. Well, in this instance it could be fog, or it could even be certain times of the map that we get fog. We're not entirely sure yet. I highly doubt the whole map will be foggy. I doubt it very much. We have seen clips from different trailers to show that this map actually has got clear areas with no fog at all. So the fog rolls in and it will roll back out eventually. We got a small bit of footage of the brand new strategic intelligent zombie or boss zombie, maybe a mini zombie, we're not sure, but we have some more footage of him, which is really cool. We also have some more footage of the buzzsaw. Now Sledgehammer are really hyping up the buzzsaw, so as we all know, we had a gun that looked like it in Rave In The Redwoods, which wasn't the best. I mean, I'm an advocate for infinite warfare zombies, but the Smiler wasn't the best gun in the world. It just wasn't. It was a close range weapon. The discs were very hard to hit zombies, so let's hope Sledgehammer's done a bit of a better job with that one and made it a wonder weapon worth using. Also, a guy called Adam J over on Twitter pointed out something in the trailer which I didn't see myself, but he's actually found one of the bowls you use for the Money Bowl Easter egg in the Final Reich. Now I highly doubt this is going to be any type of Easter egg. I mean, it well could be, but these assets were in the Final Reich as well. There were bowls, I believe, in Spawn that were of no use whatsoever, but it was an awesome find by Adam over there, and it could well indeed be for an Easter egg. We're not entirely sure as of yet. We also have the battery contraptions returning. You can barely see it in this image just here, but the battery contraptions are returning. I'm not a huge fan of these batteries, so hopefully we don't have to do too much with them compared to the Final Reich, because I think it was about 10, 12, there was a lot of batteries to fill up to do the full Easter egg with the wonder weapons and the Easter egg itself. But apart from that, it was a pretty awesome trailer. I have to take my hats off to the sound design team, because the sound is absolutely incredible. It really is, and clearly is a very spooky map. Hopefully it doesn't wear off as quick as the Final Reich, but that was their sole intention of this particular Zombies, was to make it into a horror game, and they have most certainly done that so far. Apart from that, there's not much more else I could tell about the map. Again, without any proper gameplay, we can't really tell what the lanes are going to be like. We know there's a few more new traps coming back. The size of the map is still unknown as of now, but all in all, awesome trailer and looking forward to its release date, which if you don't know, of course it is going to be January the 30th. But homies, that is all the news we've got time for today. Of course, you've may noticed there's not been a lot of content on the channel lately. Apart from multiplayer content that I've kind of got planned, there's just not a lot of zombie content to make at the minute. I could go into theories and top 5s, but that is just not my thing. I kind of like covering the news with zombies, but I see what I could do and I try and push out a little bit more content for you. We have got some Infinite Warfare 2 DLC5 information coming out very soon, or theories, maybe information and theories. You'll find out. A bit of Black Ops 4 video as well, so look out for that one. We've got no emblem of the day today, so homies, we've got full access to the emblem editor within Call of Duty Zombies now and multiplayer, so please make some emblems, tweet me at DameAndThatGame over on Twitter so you could be featured at the end of one of my zombie news videos. Homies, you've been absolutely awesome. This has been another episode of your source for COD Zombies news, zombie information and everything that you need to know about zombies. And until the next video, this is your boy Dame.